Well, good day, Orms. Welcome to another Tuesday after Week 4 football, and welcome you to the Den and a review of Week 4 and a look out to Week 5. I'm sure most of you are like me, and you woke up to Monday to the snow. It was a dreary day, and it just got worse as the day progressed with the news in the morning of the shooting in Las Vegas, and the news in the afternoon or evening of the passing of musical great Tom Petty, and also had to sit and watch Huey's Hogs owner fall to the Kansas City Chiefs, beloved Washington Redskins, as well as fall to Canadian Assassins. So Monday, not a great day for a lot of people yesterday, but we're going to move on this week and have a good Thanksgiving weekend of football coming up next week. So we had some great matchups this week, and we also had plenty of injuries again. Steel Curtain once again hit the injury bug, as well as Mac Daddy's Madhouse. So first match of the week we'll hit to, we're going to call this one the Dog of the Week matchup. It was Tuscany Mayhem versus Mac Daddy's Madhouse. And this one never was close, as Mayhem picked up a 109-85 victory over Mac Daddy. Both of us picked our wrong quarterbacks. I had Jameson Winston sitting on the bench. He put up 41 points. And Mac Daddy outdid me by sitting Cam Newton and putting up 42 points on his bench. Mac Daddy had a total of 91 points on his bench, which would have beat his starting rotation if he got them into the lineup. 85 this week is also this week's low score. And stars of the week in this game was Keenan Allen for the Chargers, put up 23 points for myself on Tuscany Mayhem. And we had Cameron Bratt, I believe his name is, tight end for the Giants on Mac Daddy's Madhouse. He put up 18 points. Our second matchup we'll look at today is MGN took on Connolly's Crusaders. MGN had this wrapped up by Sunday night. It was only to see if Kareem Hunt on Monday night would come up with enough points for him that he could take top scorer of the week, which didn't happen. He came up just short, winning 155 to 124.5 over Connolly's Crusaders. The Dallas players were good, but nothing else on Connolly's team put up any points. MGM also left the better quarterback on the bench, and also 120 points were total on his bench, which he seems to have a good, strong team last week anyways, for sure. Connolly also started his wrong quarterback by sitting Andy Dalton, who put up 40 points riding the Pines. So the stars in this matchup was Eli Manning for the Giants in his loss, and to go 0-4 in the season, put up 31 points for MGM. And on the other side, the girlfriend beater Ezekiel Elliott put up 29 points for Connolly's Crusaders. So I don't know when we're going to see that guy get suspended. Maybe he should have played a few balls, and we'll see what happens there. So in our third matchup that we'll look at, Missing Megatron's Johnson put his perfect start on the line against Steel Curtain's winless record, and the upset occurred. Steel Curtain took the victory 106 to 109.5. The injury bug continues to plague Steel Curtain, with Chris Carson breaking his leg Sunday, and Mariota, the quarterback, missing half the game on Sunday as well due to hamstring injury. This was a fun one to watch on Monday night, as Megatron needed, at the end, he needed a 40-yard plus field goal, would have gotten him the 4 points for the win, and it looked like OT was coming in that game until the Redskins gave up some bad defensive penalties and they got the Chiefs into field goal position to snatch the victory there. Other than that, it was a close matchup right till the end, and we saw Tom Brady lead the points on Missing Megatron's Johnson with 29 points. And surprisingly, on Steel Curtain, the Texas defense put up 23 points for him as his leading scorer for his matchup. Our fourth matchup saw Huey's Hogs taking on the Canadian Assassins. It was a low-scoring matchup that finally saw the Assassins get into the win column with an 88 over a 105.5 win. The Assassins were led by Chris Hogan, who put up 17 points, and the Assassins were also able to hold off any Monday Night Football miracle, as the Hogs were hoping for Kirk Cousins and the Washington defense to put up. The Hogs had the Assassins over for Monday Night Football viewing and was a gracious losing host. The Hogs were led by Cousins with 23 points, and on his bench, total put up there was only 27 points. So you have to wonder what the bye weeks will do to this team and who he has to fill in. The Assassins bench, their best quarterback was also on the bench, as Ben Roethlisberger put up more points than Matt Ryan. Forsey's Fokker saw Luke-ass Kickers kick some butt as she won her second week in a row and may have put the curse in the rearview mirror, beating the Forsey's Fokkers 139 to 116. Le'Veon Bell put up 39 points. Well, for the Fokkers, they were led by their kicker with 27 points for the Rams. Forsey's waiver pickup of Powell, the running back for the Jets, could have been the difference in this matchup, but sat on the bench and put up 34 points there. Our matchup of the week was the Beisel family blowout. Too Tired was unable to hold off Jethro on Monday Night Football as Travis Kelce put up 29 points and Tariq Hill's 8 points were enough to pull the Heroes ahead and land him the $10 prize for this week's high score in his 162 to 159 victory over Too Tired. Jethro was led by Todd Gurley with the Rams, who put up another great week in 44 points, while Too Tired got 32 points off DeAndre Hopkins, who couldn't do anything when I had him for 2 years. Jethro also started a better quarterback, could have started a better quarterback with rookie Deshaun Watson, putting 41 points up on his bench. It was a good game, fun to watch on Monday night, and that is great. In our standings this week, the matchups all went pretty much the way I had predicted last week, and we've punched 8 teams into a 2-2 position, with the one division being led by Missing Megatron's Johnson, who's 3-1. Then everybody's 2-2, and then Steel Curtain has pulled himself up just one game back with his victory as well, as we eliminated all the zeros out of the columns, and he picked up a 1-3. And on the other division, we see Jethro's Heroes in the lead there with the 3-1, and then another 4 teams in at 2-2, and followed by at the bottom of Canadian Assassins at 1-3, with their first victory of the year. This week's top 5 players in the fantasy PPR leagues. Number 5 was Andre Dalton, Cincinnati. I dropped him like a hot potato, and he was picked up by Conley's Crusaders and ran the bench for him. Deshaun Watson is a rookie quarterback at Houston. He put up big points as well, and Jethro's Heroes had him on the bench. Number 3 was Jameson Winston. He was my second quarterback. I didn't start him either, and he sat on the bench as well. Number 2, Tom Brady, the Patriots, for Missing Megatron's Johnson. He was in the game, and number one player for last week was Todd Gurley for the LA Rams, and part of Jethro's Heroes winning. Okay, let's take a look at our Week 5 matchups coming up. First game we'll take a peek at here is Missing Megatron's Johnson, sitting at 3-1, takes on Tuscany Mayhem at 2-2. Thursday Night Football will be the battle between Tom Brady and Winston of Tampa Bay. Tuscany also has 4 players playing in the Thursday night matchup, so we'll have a good idea well prior to Wednesday or Sunday on how my team is faring against Missing Megatron's Johnson. However, with the start of the Megatron, I'm going to pick him as the winner of this game, even against myself. The next matchup we'll look at is Conley's Crusaders, the 2-2, is taking on Mac Daddy's Madhouse at 2-2. Both coming off of losses, and buys and injuries have Mac Daddy looking pretty bad in this one, and may hand this win over easily to Conley. Hopefully he can start the right quarterback this time. And with Conley's lineup so weighted on Dallas with 3 big stars, we'll still see how that matchup goes against Green Bay, and see if that will maybe help out Mac Daddy. However, I do believe Conley's Crusaders will take this matchup. Next matchup to look at, we've got Steel Curtain at 1-3, taking on MGM at 2-2. For Steel Curtain, he's got Mariota beat up with a hamstring injury. He should be back to start. Cutler's his backup. That's not a good thing either. Injuries abound. He also had that running back break his leg in the game on Sunday as well, so he's out. It looks like MGM will dominate. We have to wait and see, but I'm going to project that this will actually turn out to be the dog of the week, with MGM winning handily and taking the win here. Our next matchup is Too Tired at 2-2, taking on Huey's Hogs at 2-2. Too Tired is 2 losses, started out strong, and have lost their last 2 games. Aaron Rodgers will probably be in a shootout in Dallas, and Josh McCowan will be starting for Huey's Hogs, as Kirk Cousins is on a bye next week. So he's in Cleveland, so the Jets in Cleveland could give him a good score there too. So which quarterback will lead his team to victory? Too Tired has 2 big Denver players sitting on bye, and can they fill the gap on the 2 players missing there? Both are coming off losses. Both need the win. The outcome of the Dallas-Green Bay game will decide Too Tired's fate. I still think that the Too Tired will squeak out the win. We got Jethro's Heroes at 3-1, taking on Forsey's Fockers at 2-2. With Drew Brees on a bye, Fokker may have picked the best week to host the Heroes. Sam Bradford will have to shine in Chicago on Monday Night Football to pull off the win. We will see whether Carson Wentz or the rookie Deshaun Watson will start for Jethro's Heroes. This will be a close matchup. With injuries and byes hurting Fokker's lineup, I think Jethro will take the win in this one as well. And gentlemen, like Christmas and Halloween, it only comes once a year, and week 5 is it. Our girl-on-girl action. Lucas Kickers at 2-2 hosts Acadian Assassins 1-3. Matt Ryan's on a bye, so we'll be seeing Rapusberger step in for this week, and that's quite appropriate. Could this come down to Tariq Hill on Monday Night Football for the Lucas Kickers? Only time will tell. Lucas is heavily favored, but the Assassins are desperate and want to keep moving up in the win column. I'm taking Lucas for this one. Okay, eyes back on me, please. Thursday Night Football, you'll see the New England Patriots down in Tampa taking on the Bucks. Monday Night Football, we'll see Minneapolis in Chicago for a great divisional game. There is no London game on Sunday, so no early risers there. And byes have started for the season. So this week, teams on bye are Atlanta, Denver, New Orleans, and the Washington Redskins. Bye week start in week 5, and they will run through to the end of week 11. So keep that in mind and keep a check on that. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone, coming up. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some football, some turkey, and family. And just to let you know, there will be no video next week. I'll just be sending out an email, as the commish is going to be in New York City on Tuesday, visiting with the commish and the Players Association to straighten out some problems with the league. Anyway, that is it for me. Have a great week. Take care, and I will talk to you next week through an email, and have the video out the week after. So best of luck, and hopefully we'll keep a tight race going here with the league as everyone tries to win in the Super League year. Thanks. Take care.